Hi, Casey Hendrickson here. The gun debate is raging in this country. Now, we're not going to convince anybody who is already, an anti-constitutionalist, anti-American gun grabber. Now, and let's not mince words. That's exactly what they are. They don't believe in the Bill of Rights, and they don't believe in the Second Amendment. So they're anti-American, they're anti-constitutionalist. Here's the thing, though. Your neighbors, your friends, your family, your coworkers at the water cooler, many of them who are involved in this gun debate on Twitter, on Facebook, in your lives, many of them don't have the real information. And we already know that the FBI stats on you more likely being killed with a hammer or a stick than a firearm really is become kind of irrelevant, even though it's true, because people are ignoring it. So I crunched some numbers. Now, in 2011, this is according to the FBI, there was 7,923 non-justifiable gun deaths in the United States. The rest, it was a little bit over 8,000, was actually police justified or were ruled justified homicide for self-defense reasons or whatever. So 7,923 non-justifiable firearms deaths in 2011. Now, assault weapons, so-called assault weapons, account for about 2% of those, which amounts to just over, in 2011, 158 people being killed by these so-called assault weapons, which are dominating our gun talk right now. We're talking about 158 people annually. Now, statistically, that is 0.00005%. That's your likelihood of being killed by one of these weapons that, again, is dominating the conversation right now. That Congress is trying to pass laws to change these the legality of these weapons because of safety. And yet you stand a 1 in just over 2 million chance of being killed by one of them. Clearly, they're not focusing on the real threats, which are handguns, hunting rifles, and things like that, which are used far more in gun crimes than these so-called assault weapons. So I decided to go ahead and crunch some numbers for you. 1 in just over 2 million chance to be killed by an assault weapon. And according to the National Safety Council, you are more likely to die from a bee sting, a dog bite, being struck by lightning. But here's the stat that I find the most amusing. According to the National Safety Council, you're more likely to be tried, convicted, and sentenced to death and be executed in the American penal system than to be killed by a so-called assault weapon. Now, I'm not going to convince the Pierce Morgans and the gun grabbers out there, but if you tell your neighbors and your friends you're more likely to be executed legally by the American penal system than to be shot by one of these weapons, maybe, just maybe, you win hearts and minds. I'm Casey Hendrickson. Thanks for watching.